What's going on, guys? So this has been a pretty introspective trip. I've done some examinations of my family, and it's been a wild ride. I feel like there's a lot of misunderstanding to be spread around when it comes to family situations, and the problems that most affect our country right now. Things like addiction, sex crimes, gun violence. All of these things are things that are affected in the home. They're things that are created in the home because everybody comes from a home. Whether it was broken, whether it was whole, you came from somewhere, and that's where it all started. So if we want to get to a point where people are less likely to develop, abusive symptoms like violence or emotional abuse or sexual abuse, any of those things, they develop in the home, in the family system. So that's where it needs to be addressed. That's where it needs to be talked about. That's where the idea of forgiveness has to be built. And that's where the idea of change has to be enforced. Because if we're doing it out, like when we go out into the world, when we leave our home and we go out into the world, we put a face on. No, you don't want anybody to see the person that you are when you're sitting on your couch. That's just how everyone is. I don't mind letting people see how I am sitting on the couch because that's my prerogative, is to show the realism of what a person is, and that's just my thing. The thing that I want from that is for people to take more honest examinations of themselves, regardless of whether you agree with my politics, you hate the things that I say, or you just plain don't like me because of how I present, or whatever it might be. You can at least agree that family has more to do with mental health than watching the news or going to school. Your family and your home life has the largest effect on who you are as a person. So you have to find a way to focus that as where we change those most poisonous, hurtful, criminal types of mentalities. If we don't start coming together, if we don't start really I tried, and I'm trying, and my broken family is going to honestly try to come back together because we're trying. I tried. They are trying. Each and every single one of them is trying. Nobody's going to blame anybody for the stuff that went wrong. Nobody's going to even bring the blame game up. It's over. It's done. Most of the people responsible for it or who partook in any of the bad things, they're gone. So it's just us now. The ones who are still here, who didn't do much, we made our mistakes, but we're not the ones who triggered the abuse. We're the ones who have the chance to fix it, get that abuse out of our homes, and keep our name and our family whole. Because now that those broken individuals, or at least, I don't want to say they were broken, all of us is broken a little bit, but now that those individuals who caused the most of that pain are gone, you've got nobody you can blame anymore. The blame can die with them. So now it's up to you and those who are remaining. Both of you have been abused in your own ways. Why would you hold that against each other? You shouldn't. You should use it as a reason to come together. So just reach out. Try something different. But sitting there refusing to talk to somebody because of something that happened decades ago isn't going to get you anywhere but right where you are. Without a good family, without friends who feel like family, to say the least. In order to build a new family, you have to have an understanding of your original birth family. You don't have to necessarily have a relation, but you have to understand. Whatever the relationship is, you have to know it. You have to know you tried and put everything you could into it. Think about it.